Night beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the LA Chargers. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
5-9, 5-9. Go.
They'll start on the ground here with Nwangu. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. This defense for the Bears, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
There's a little bit of lightning talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
From the 41, this is 2nd and a yard. Another run now for Nwangu. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Herbert now. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Charger drive about to get going. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick-6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 5. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Completes this to Elijah Higgins. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. The Chargers sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get them about 5 yards.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
Homie trips right.
Herbert. Here's Higgins out on the right side. Oh, and now some space to operate. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there. And he did a lot of that on that play.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Drops this off with Nwangu. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
21. Ready.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down. You look at this Bears defense. They come into this one rounding out the top 10 in the 10 spot against the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to it. They'll check that down to Nwangu out of the backfield. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Up the middle, Nwangu. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Now it's Herbert. That'll be complete to the running back, Nwangu. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Hey, Ray. Hey, go lion. Set.
Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Kenny Nwangu, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from evening this one up.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Eluding the pressure right. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard.
Here we go, son.
7-7, our score after 1. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up.
Hey, we're going up right here.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Buying time to his left. And Fields going to have the 1st down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the 1st.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Oh. Executed 22-yard gain. So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have 1 challenge remaining. Fields going to get that outline to Mooney. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
A man who led the league in yards per carry last year, it's Khalil Herbert. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
Herbert making a nice play there, coming off a 700-yard campaign, despite making just 1 start in 2022. Played a big part in the Bears becoming the 5th team in NFL history to rush for 3,000 yards in a season.
Moore, the motion man right. On 1st down, right back to Herbert. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
A 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And did he get the feet down? Yes, touchdown. Cole Kmet His third touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. Santos now to add the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 55 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. The contact on that run came pretty early. Nice job just to push forward and get some extra yardage. Good game.
It certainly was, because the initial contact did not signal the end of the play. His mind, his body, his legs said keep churning forward, and he gained more yardage.
Meanwhile, Herbert's a throw completed to Hyatt. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
Hey, easy. We go orange. Crowd right. 21. Ready.
On first down, they'll run with Nwangu. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now Herbert going to shift his guys around. On play action, they'll throw. That is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
The first down line at the 34 here on third down.
Ray. Hey, Ray.
Handoff here to Nwangu. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a gain of 8, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
Set. 5-9.
Hyatt goes in motion left. They snap it to Herbert. These guys running back out of the backfield. Touchdown, LA! Kennedy Nwangu. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Chargers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And we are tied at 14. this one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all, but right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. They'll run with Herbert. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Now a first down throw, Fields. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle, and they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on 3rd down, a 3 and out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Off play action, Fields being chased out left. That's going to be caught downfield by Mooney. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 33 yards that time.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Fields. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Herbert is into the end zone for a Bears touchdown. So that really an almost perfect drive as they chew up some clock and wind up scoring late in this first half.
And remember, they've got a chance to double dip here because they're going to get the ball first to start the 3rd quarter. So they potentially could go up 2 scores before the other guys get a chance to do anything.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Hey, easy. Opie.
And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this 3rd quarter from their 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
They'll go again with Herbert. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Still to go. 3rd down now. Now it's Fields. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first.
Short yardage situation, you have to wonder if they thought that they were just going to run it inside. But you have to be cognizant of the back slipping out in the backfield trying to find some open space. And that's exactly what he does to the tune of a first down.
Fields on first down. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down.
Here we go.
Fields now to throw. That complete. It's Tyler Scott with it. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
at the Chargers' 26-yard line.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
No muss.
On second down, a run with Herbert. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. To throw is Fields. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Derek Brown. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's Fields. Locates Mooney on the out route. Touchdown, Bears! Darnell Mooney, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Bears take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Now the point after try for Santos. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. A fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll bring up second down.
59.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. It got his man, complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. That goes for a gain of 31.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield, a combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
77 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Hey, easy. We'll go orange. Hey, ram.
On first down, it's Herbert. And his pass incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Third quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. On the give is Nwangu. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Herbert operating from the red zone. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they were very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
Here's Herbert. They'll set up the screen for Nwangu. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up first and goal. Here's Nwangu. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. Here's Herbert. He'll check that down to Nwangu out of the backfield. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and goal. Now it's Herbert. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
And this one is right through. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. Well, no field goal attempts for him until the final quarter, but no hesitation on his end. He comes right out and nails his first field goal try.
And give him a lot of credit, too, because he stood there the entire ball game, but has managed to stay with it both mentally and physically. When they called on him, he was ready, and he knocked it through the post.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
You got a mini base. Go.
Herbert powering up the middle and only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here we go.
The offense on 3rd down tonight. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Angel.
Here's Fields. And that will be incomplete. critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. First play's a run with Nwangu. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 99 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Play action. It's Herbert. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
Here's a give to Herbert. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Yeah, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Play action. It's Fields. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Go, let's go.
Out of the gun, Herbert. That'll be complete to the running back, Nwangu. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
Crowd right, crowd right, crowd right.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker, and the Bears are going to take possession here at their own 33. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. On the run is Nwangu. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Set. Hey, ram.
Herbert. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
A lot of practice time, a lot of thinking goes into 2-minute drills, even on the defensive side. So now you want to make sure the guys understand. Continue to be aggressive, but make sure you're smart in doing so.
Throwing, Herbert. And it's caught. And the Chargers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
5-9.
They'll look to run with Nwangu. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Now Herbert going to change the look. Herbert going to throw. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. This is 3rd and goal.
Hey, go lion.
Herbert to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And this is going to be taken in by the Bears, and it appears they're going to win this game. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he is going to have the Bears first. And that should be the capper. It's a pickup of 13, and with that 13 yards, this ball game just about over. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because normally when we see this defense play, they have their opportunities, and they make their plays, don't they? They knock them back on their heels. They take the ball away. They change field position.